Here it is, Hoka Mach X review, but first I gotta cover a few points here. All right, number one, 4K, filming in 4K, watching 4K. The detail on shoes is so much better. All right, that's point number one. Point number two, about a month ago, people were telling me in the comments, I read your comments, they said, Seth, don't hesitate to publish these old shoes. This is an old shoe, maybe 6 months ago, because they only buy last year's versions, last year's iterations. And so I'm gonna continue to dig into the archive and publish this. I won't get to all of them. There's at least 20 shoes, maybe even 25 shoes in that closet that I'm probably not gonna get to all of them, but I'm gonna get to many of them. So this is one of those. So thank you for the encouragement and the insight that these are gonna help you, these reviews, because you're gonna save money, pinch pennies, and only buy last year's version. All right, that's point number two. Point number three, shout out to channel members. You get early access now. It's a new feature on YouTube for channel members. Thank you for being members of the channel. And yes, making these shoe reviews possible for everybody. And when I publish a video early, there's no ads. All right, in that like first 12 to 24 hours, no ads. So anyway, just wanted to make that aware. And yes, Jeremy, Mike, and Laura, I want to give you a big shout out today. Thank you for being channel members for years. I almost said months, but years at this point, all right? You are making these shoe reviews possible. And last but not least, for all the new subscribers out there, I don't watch any other reviews or read blog posts about shoes before I come into the studio and talk about the shoe, because I don't want a tainted view of what I'm actually experiencing. And speaking of experience out on the roads, this is my gut reaction after today's last run. Just a few quick thoughts out here in the field, getting our measurements down, and the man, that toe box is nice. A little narrow, but I'm enjoying it. Snug through the toe box. I'm really feeling the arch. A lot of support there on the medial side. Love the padding on the top of the tongue there. Probably the stoutest running shoelaces I've ever tested, at least in the road department. Very high quality, just to the touch there. And oh man, the dual density midsole foam, right on point. There you have it. All right, welcome back to the studio. There's the full review scores. I like putting these up early just to kind of give you a taste of how the shoe is performing. Let's just say it's performing quite well. And there's the stack height. I'm a little shocked. I didn't realize the stack was so high. That is like, that's a maximalist shoe. Like that's, you know, what shoe is not maximalist at this point? I feel like if there's a shoe under 32 millimeters in the heel, that's a big deal these days. But anyway, so it is maximalist. There's the weight, all right, solid weight for that type of stack. And as I mentioned out there on the roads, actually, well, let's just dive into it right now. And it is available down below in case it is pricey though. Oh, come on, Hoka, come on, all these shoe companies. What are we doing out there? Oh my goodness, but maybe they're putting all that investment into their shoelaces. I'm shocked at how they just feel like they're, I don't know, woven with some tinsel or some sort of Teflon inside those shoes. They feel very stout, semi-gusset through the tongue. Amazing little pad on the top of the tongue. Really like that feature, Hoka. It just helps kind of cinch that tongue on top of the foot perfectly. Great breathability. As I said out there, a little narrow through the toe box, a little narrow through oh, and I think my mic just fell. A little narrow through the midfoot, but I prefer a snug fit. You might not. Just keep that in mind, especially if you're wearing thicker socks. In the wintertime, nice. It's basically plush. Oh, it's nice. Nice heel counter. Very comfortable. Anyway, I'm quite pleased with the upper experience and the overall lockdown. On to that dual density. The dual density is back, everybody. I was just trying to figure out, like, what shoe is this riding like? And I almost was going like the Triumph lineup from Saucony. It kind of feels like that a little bit. I'm liking the dual density. 51 for the EVA, and I'm thinking like it was like upper 20s, low 30s as far as the durometer for that PIBA. And then there is a plate in there, all right? A P-Bax plate in that midsole. So overall, like it feels, you know what? It feels firmer, a firmer ride, a little more responsive, a little snappier than the on-cloud Eclipse that we talked about yesterday. So I got to say though, it was a good ride in that midsole. I could see this guy being a great long run shoe. It's not quite tempo because it's a little on the heavier side. But man, this has my attention. I have to say, oh, the speeds. It's got to. That's what it's like. It's like the speeds is what it's feeling like to me under step. A little firmer. Don't get me. It's not exact, but that type of thought. I'd say like the speed 1 and 2 would take the cake for me over this ride of the Mach X, but it's moving in that direction. Does that help everybody out there? And the speed 3 and 4 have just changed so much. So anyway, there you go. Outsole, decoupled groove, love it. Not too much rub, maybe it's good. You're gonna get some good mileage out of that outsole there on the bottom of the shoe. Okay, so there's the score for the outsole. Fit, comfort, durability. I think because of the EVA, it's gonna last. It's gonna last well. I'll be curious though, if you take this shoe past, again, info@demorglobalrunning.com, email me your photos of all your shoes, especially if you take them past 300 miles, and then we'll put them up at demorglobalrunning.com, where yes, you can read more up on all of these shoes that we are testing. So fit, comfort, durability, there are my scores. And the fit, again, just a little snug, true to size, went true to size, but I liked it. I like a nice little snug, not too loosey-goosey there through the, and speaking of loosey-goosey, I almost forgot, here we go. Woo, twisting more than I expected. And maybe a little more than the On-Cloud Eclipse through that twist test. Let's do this guy. Yeah, it's got some snap. It's got some snap, everybody. There you go. All right. And the price point, it's just like a dagger. Maybe I took 6 months off from running shoe reviews. Did I miss? What happened to the global prices of running shoes? $180. I'm gonna dock it to 4 on the score. I went 5 with it. Now I'm like, this is getting a little ridiculous. That's too much. So I'm gonna say once again, on yesterday with the Cloud Eclipse, Mach X. Now, would I buy it again? I actually would. If I had the money, I would. It's got that type of feel under step, like, ooh, I could really do some good things in this shoe with respect to a long run, a middle distance run, a long run where you're mixing in a fartlek as well, or a tempo day in, like a 6 miles steady, 8 miles at tempo pace, and then 6 miles steady, that type of run. That would be a fun shoe. This would be a fun shoe to choose. But that price point is just a little zesty. All right. Question of the day. Okay, no. Here we go. Plates. Are you a fan of plates in your daily trainers or any type of plate, okay, in your daily trainers? And that, like yesterday, the Cloud Eclipse with the speedboard. Now this guy today, the Mach X. What are your thoughts on plates in your trainers or long run shoes? I'm hoping you're not doing easy day runs with plates, but at least like tempo days, like what's your approach to plates? All right, I know it's kind of open-ended, but I look forward to reading your comments. I'm gonna go back to the Mach 4. That shoe kind of revolutionized this channel, frankly, but I don't know how many Mach 4s we got out the door from that shoe review, but I'm gonna pull the comment of the day from that one right there. All right, love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Mach X out the door, and we shall see what comes up next from Hoka. All right, everybody, well, should we go Mach 4? Oh, I wish it was available these days. Mach 4 right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other.